Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. If you are new here, then welcome, and please do remember to like this video. That's really important because it helps get the word out about stuff, and also make sure you are subscribed and you got the notifications turned on. And also, if you're not new here, do make sure you are subscribed and you got the notifications turned on, because I talk about stuff that's good. I think so anyway. Now, I want to talk about Ethereum today, but just before I do that, I just want to show you this trade I've got going on Weeks. Right now, Weeks isn't an exchange I talk about very often. I'm just trying it out, actually. I was approached by one of their affiliate guys, and he said, can you give us a go and see what you think? It's okay. The benefit is, like quite a few exchanges that I'm trying out at the moment, is you don't need KYC. You can sign up from anywhere. I must admit, I do prefer Blowfin and Bitunix at the moment, but I'll give things a go, see what I think. Anyway, so this one, I have got an Ethereum trade here that's currently $30 in profit. They're not big positions at all. Now, I've also got this one called Core. Now, I haven't a clue how I got into this trade. I think I must have been watching something on YouTube and somebody mentioned Core, and I thought, oh, well, that looks interesting, and I put an order like way below where the price was. It was obviously some sort of previous resistance or something, and I put an order in there, not a big one, way below whatever the price was. And then the other day it filled, and I thought, what was that? Now, luckily, I was on sensible leverage. I was on 2x leverage, which, to be honest, for most unknown altcoins is more than enough. And even so, the price dipped down from my entry, and I'm now like 14% down, which is $24. Now, the Ethereum one is $30 in profit. Okay, so at this point in time, I should really say, okay, I've made $30, let's take it, and that'll cancel out that. In fact, I'm really tempted to do that because it is a stupid leverage. It is 20x leverage, and it is actually 64% in profit. Shall I do that? Well, I'm not sure. Let's finish the video first, and then I'll make a decision. Now, why am I bullish on Ethereum? Okay, so let's look at the Ethereum chart. So this double bottom thing I drew the other day, I think I did that when I was on the Stonksy indicator show with Dave last Wednesday. In fact, this Wednesday, 2 days ago. And I think we were talking about Ethereum, and I said it might do a double bottom here, and that was around about this level, sort of just above 3,000 really. And I was kind of aware that there's quite a lot of activity sort of around this sort of level here, sort of 3,300, and if we were to break above that, then it's quite likely that it might stay above there. So I'm thinking that might happen. Anyway, there's no point thinking things. Let's find out for sure. Well, not for sure, but let's get a better idea. Now, I do like the Stonksy indicator. And the Stonksy indicator on the 1 hour time frame is normally a very good sign of things going well or not well, depending on if it's red or green. At the moment, the background has been green since Thursday morning. Yeah, so early yesterday morning. And that's the reason I am long on various exchanges. I have got a bigger trade open, by the way, on this on BitGet here, which is like nearly $1,000 in profit. So that's more the one I'm sort of concerned with, rather than the little one on Weeks. But anyway, so that's looking good. So as long as this background stays green, I'm happy, and I will probably stay in the trade, maybe up until this level here. You can see this like red dotted line here at 3426. That is a line of support that's been drawn in by the Stonksy indicator. So that's pretty cool. So let's just turn Stonksy off for the moment. If you want to try out Stonksy, it is a paid indicator, but if you go to savewith.crypto.org/Stonksy and sign up there, when I've got 100 people using that link, I will be giving away a cash prize to a random person from the first 100. And so far, there's only like 3 or 4 people using it. So it's a good time to sort of get in and be one of the first 100 using my link. So savewithcrypto.org/Stonksy. Anyway, So what else? I also like these EMA indicators, exponential moving averages. Okay, now I talk about these all the time, and they're these red, cyan, yellow and green lines, and they are a 5, 9, 21 and 55 EMA. And what I'm always looking for is a cross of the green and yellow. So obviously on the 1 hour time frame, they've done that quite a while ago. In fact, they did it yesterday morning at about 6 in the morning. So let's go for a higher time frame, something like the 4 hour. Now this is looking interesting to me because it looks like they're going to cross bullish again. Now, when they did that before, a good example would have been here, where the yellow was coming in with fairly good velocity into the green. They collided like that, and the price went up. And the price went up quite a long way, didn't it? It went up to 3,500 or so. That was back on like the 17th of January. So it's that kind of level that I'm looking for, possibly even higher. So I've got my eyes on that cross there on the 4 hour time frame. If you look on the 3 hour, it's probably crossed already. So you can see the power of this is when they cross on significant time frames, the price does seem to rocket up quite nicely. Now what I really want to see is this happen on the 6 hour time frame, because that doesn't happen very often. And the other day I thought it was going to happen here, and I put out a fairly cryptic sort of like post on X saying, if you know what it is, you know what it is. And what I meant by that was, you know, for people who follow the channel, they'll probably know that I'm looking at the 6 hour time frame with these 21 and 55 EMAs, the yellow and the green, waiting for them to cross. Now they didn't cross at that point, and they kind of just like fell down again. And, you know, we went into this kind of like area that got very near $3,000. So that wasn't so much fun. But it's looking good now. It's looking good in the way that that's going up fairly nicely. That green is coming across fairly nicely, and they're both starting to turn upwards a little bit. Whereas back here, the green was flattening out a little bit. So it's not quite doing that. And also it is only 2 hours from the New York Open. Now we have got some complications happening, which is the personal spending month on month, the personal income month on month, and this one is the important one, the core price index. This gives people an idea of if rates are going to get cut or rates are going to get increased. So generally that will shake up the market, and that's going to happen at 1:30 today, which is probably about when you're watching this video, I would say. Unless you're watching it in the past, and if that's the case, then it's because you weren't subscribed. So do make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You can also join the Telegram group, by the way, which is free to join. So if you go to savewith.crypto.org/TG, I do announce all the new videos on that Telegram channel. And if you want to have a little chat with other traders, at the top of that Telegram channel, there's a pinned message which tells you how to get into the chat group, which we call the Save with Crypto Club. Okay, and it's all free of charge, but I would appreciate it if you use one of my exchange links. You'll find all those in the description down below. So yeah, to me, Ethereum's looking good. I think there's probably a trend line worth looking at as well here, if we zoom out on the 6 hour. So what would you say? If we're looking at something like that, I'd say that we have already broken out. Now, you've probably seen me draw this many a time, but what can happen in this case is it can do that, come back, retest, and then off we go, right? So don't be surprised if that happens. I don't think we're going to go straight up. I think we'll go up for quite a while, come back, and then go up again. What's also worth looking at is the Ethereum BTC chart. And I did draw this line here a few weeks ago, this resistance line here, which we kind of broke through, came back, retested. And also in that case, I was expecting us to sort of bounce off, and we didn't quite. What we seem to have done is done it now. So let's see if we can redraw this line. Let's take away all my drawings, remove the indicators. What are we looking at? Yeah. So I would say something like that, maybe. So the idea is to get as many touch points as possible without cutting through too many candle bodies. But that looks to me like that has broken out. But once again, that could retest like that. So be aware of that. So overall, I am very bullish on Ethereum and I am long on multiple exchanges. The big trade here is on BitGet. If you want to use BitGet, go to savewith.crypto.org/BitGet and you can get up to a $30,000 trading bonus when you sign up. If you're in certain countries like the UK, that is no longer available, I don't think. So you'll need to use a non-KYC exchange. And at the moment, I'm really enjoying using Bitunix. Bitunix is a non-KYC exchange that you can use in any country apart from China, Iran, and North Korea. So any other country you can use it, no problem, no VPN, nothing. And this one here, this is looking good because I've got an Ethereum trade here that's $178 in profit. There's a Bitcoin one that's actually $42 down, which is a bit annoying. And then there's a Solana one that's $19 in profit, 5.32%. This is pretty good, you know, because I started off with $500 on New Year's Day. Since then, I've deposited twice, so $523 there and $200 there. So in total, my original capital is about $1,225. At the moment, it's worth $2,671. I started trading on New Year's Day. It's currently the 31st of January. So I've pretty much doubled my money in one calendar month, which I'm very happy with. In fact, I might just close the trades now just to make sure I've got that money locked in. Or I might not. I will make a decision around about 1:30 p.m. UTC today when we get the news information. Okay, if you found that useful, please do give the video a big fat like. Make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set on all. And above all, tell your friends.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.